I know how to cook. I know how to clean. I know how to seduce a man. I do not know how to love a man. And then to have a son, because of those choices that I was making, y'all, and I got pregnant really, really fast. I got pregnant within 90 days of knowing my baby daddy. And we don't talk about this shit because it's embarrassing and it hurts.
The one video that has triggered the most women, ooh, and I mean triggered. And ladies, I understand, but hear me out first. You all need to understand I am only talking from a man's perspective. I'm gonna make an educated guess. The women who are most triggered by the video of the 8 reasons not to marry a single mother are single mothers. Hello, my friends, and welcome to Ask an Older Man. Listen, guys, hit that like and subscribe button. Help a brother out. It costs you nothing, and it means everything to me. Okay? So with that said, let's get into this. But here's the thing. If you want to understand how men think, and I'm not talking about the simp guys that you don't want. I'm talking about the men, the real men that you want in your life. Here's the thing with YouTube. Everybody wants to watch these quick videos, but they want information. You can't have it both ways. So that means, guys, if you want to learn, if you want to be educated, then you got to watch this video all the way through. I'm trying to condense all the information in 10 to 12 minutes. So guys, watch the whole thing. But more importantly, I want ladies to understand that making the mistake of having a child outside of wedlock, it's not the fact that you had a child, it is how you had that child that makes the difference on why men would see you as an attractive catch versus not. So that means it all comes down to one thing: the decision you made. There are how many types of birth control?
We have abortion, that's one form of birth control. We have Plan B, that's another form of birth control. We have the pill, we have an IUD, we can get that thingy in our arm, I don't know what it's called. We can do adoption if we want to have the kid and give it up for adoption.
So I want that first to sink in. Number 2, the second biggest point, and this is where women frustrate men. Every single woman who objected, they started with this one sentence: but not every woman is like that. But not every woman is like that. And listen, ladies, we are all adults that are watching this channel. Okay, I'm assuming so. Not all men pee sitting down. Some do. Not all men go to jail. Some do. Not all people make bad decisions. Some do. I am referring to the ladies that made bad decisions.
You're making arguments for the exception. So you're making
why? Because they matter.
You go to college, right?
Yes.
Okay. You do realize something called statistically insignificant.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what 5% is.
Stupid.
And these are the 2 very distinct people that I am discussing. One, that's a woman that decided to have a child outside of wedlock when having sex with a man she knows she would never have a baby for.
I got pregnant within 90 days of knowing my baby daddy.
Because that's the woman that he's going to end up with for the rest of his life, that's going to influence his life and the life of his child. You do not want to pick a woman who don't make smart decisions. It's as simple as that. And some decisions in life, unfortunately, are extremely serious. What could be more serious than bringing another human being into this world? It doesn't get any more serious than that. The only thing is worse than that is killing another human being. I want to turn this around for women to understand what I'm trying to say. If a man had made the decision early in his life to commit murder another human being, went to jail, you would not give that man a chance. Am I right? In other words, decisions have consequences. Here's the thing. In this day and age of men's cancel culture, listen to another woman say exactly what I would love to say. I feel that women absorb information from other women without the whole emotional bullshit. The minute a man says it, oh, you're misogynist, oh, you hate women, you hate. Because women cannot take criticism. So here's Pearl from the show, Just Pearly Things. You guys should go over there, support her, listen to what she's saying. She's sharp and she don't cut any crap with other women. Here she is.
And women are bailed out of every bad decision they make. For example, if a girl is promiscuous, she has birth control. If the birth control fails, she has an abortion. If the abortion fails, then she can go to court and get child support from the father. If she gets married and the marriage fails, she can get alimony. We don't get as much prison time as men. On top of that, if we don't get child support and we're a single mother, there are government programs that pay for us to be single mothers. And if that goes poorly and we end up homeless, there's women's shelters to bail us out, or more government benefits that we get that men mostly pay into. We own 80% of the debt, and what are they marketing in America right now? Debt forgiveness. We make all of these poor decisions and we're always bailed out. What about the men? If they make a baby with someone they shouldn't have, they literally pay for it for 18 years. They marry the wrong woman, they could be paying alimony for 18 years. Not 18 years, I don't know how long alimony usually is. If they end up homeless, there's not a bunch of men's shelters around. Men have to deal with the consequences of their bad decisions. But women, we never do.
And men should not get involved with women who made bad decisions. You ladies are the only ones responsible for bringing that child to term. You. So when you all start with this crap about, well, what about the men? It's your responsibility. Hey, remember that thing? My body, my choice. That means the responsibility is on you. But for some reason, you think it is the man's responsibility as well because both of you had sex. Yes, both of you had sex, but both of you were not thinking about having a child. You were just having sex for pleasure. But we have the technology to now say, hey, I am not ready financially for a child. I'm not ready mentally for a child. I'm not mature enough for a child. I should not have a child. Especially with a man who I have no desire to have a long-term relationship with. Because you guys got to remember that once a child comes into this world, you are with that father for life. For life. Until that sucker dies, you are bound to him because it is his seed. It is his DNA as well. This idea, oh, but he's the one that decided to put his seed in me. No, it was your decisions to open your leg. If it was rape, that is a totally different story. I did not say don't marry a woman who was raped. I did not say don't marry a woman whose husband has died, because men have been taking care of women that had kids in situations where their husband have died in wars, died during dangerous jobs. Men have always stepped up. But the difference is women were much more pure. Women were much more loyal. Women understood the role of men. Women had a lot more respect for a man who came to her rescue, where the boundaries are blurred between who's the man and who's a woman and whose roles. Men have no say in the matter, especially when the courts are absolutely against him. Why would I advise men to get into that? So let's look at the first point. Point number one, you cannot discipline the child when you're the father of another man's child. Clean, clear, cut. All of those women who talk about, oh, why would you want to spank a child? If the child needs to be spanked because he did something that was incomprehensible, I'm all for it. But let's get rid of this idea of, oh, no one is going to spank my child, whether it's real father or not. Get that out of your head. First of all, I'm talking to ladies now. Ladies, understand that discipline is essential for the proper growth of a child. This is the time you go to bed. If you do not go to bed at this time, X and Y are the consequences. Your iPad, your phone, your TV time get taken away. Go to your room. Women don't discipline kids very well. They're more nurturers. I saw this video with a kid throwing a tantrum in school, and it blew my mind because there were no men in the school.